Welcome students. Okay, today we will continue our chapter 8 and our today's topic is respiration in plants. Okay, so we have learnt that what is respiration actually, in which exchange of gases takes place and which is coupled with so many chemical reactions, and as a result of that reactions energy is released in this process, okay, which will be utilized by the plants and the animals for their work, okay, for the different types of work, fine, which is just carried on in their body, fine. So what happens in the plants, or does plants also respire, that we will discuss now. So what happens in the respiration in plants? um, During the day, okay, we have learnt about the photosynthesis, okay, the main what we can say, the main process which takes place by the plants, okay, or in the plants, in which the food in which the plants take in oxygen, carbon dioxide, and release of oxygen, okay, and with that they produce or they make food, okay, for the other living organisms. Now what happens, plants also respire, because in the respiration we just inhale oxygen and give out or released out carbon dioxide. So as plants are also the living organism, so they also need to respire. So mainly this respiration takes place in plants during night, okay, mainly, okay, mainly it takes place during night, but it takes place during day also. Don't think that during day plants do not respire. Plants also respire during day, okay, but what happens during day, the plants go through the process of photosynthesis mainly for the preparation of food, because during day there is proper amount of sunlight, okay, so they prepare the food during day by the process of photosynthesis, okay, and at night they use some of the oxygen which they exhale out, which they release out by the process of photosynthesis, and like they use that oxygen during the night for the process of respiration and release carbon dioxide in the environment, okay. So I told you that in the process of respiration, what happens, the oxygen will be inhaled by the organism, and that oxygen goes with combines with the food, means like oxidation process will take place, food get oxidized to produce energy, okay, and then it also release out carbon dioxide in this process. So plants actually do not have a special respiratory organ, so they respire through the different parts which participate in the process of respiration. Now what happens in that, the exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen in plants occurs through the process of diffusion. There is a different process in the plants to respire, and that process is known as diffusion. And what happens in this diffusion, first of all, this diffusion takes place through the small openings, okay, small openings or holes, small openings or holes in the plants, okay, and means in the plants, or in the plants, on what are the plant parts, like leaves and the stems. In the leaves and stems of the plant there are small openings and holes, and from that this diffusion process takes place. Now what happens in this diffusion, or what is diffusion actually? Diffusion process is actually the movement of gas from a higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. It is the movement of gas from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration, okay, means that region where the higher amount of oxygen is present, from that region to the region where the lower amount of oxygen is present, in that the movement of gas takes place, okay, through the process of diffusion. Okay, so basically what happens in this process, the carbon dioxide rich gas from various parts of the plants diffuses out, and the oxygen rich gas or oxygen rich air will from the outside diffuses into the plant. Okay, likewise in the human beings, as we also inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide, in the same way carbon dioxide rich air will move out from their body to the environment, and oxygen rich air will move inside from the environment to their body. Okay, so this is how gaseous exchange in plants takes place. Okay, but this gaseous exchange of plants is slower in plants as comparison to the animals. This whole process is so slow when we compare this process with the plants and animals. So in plant it is so slow. So mainly these small openings or holes are actually the stomata. Okay, mainly the stomata are helpful for this exchange of gas for the process of respiration. Okay, so about that we will discuss. Fine. So let's learn about this stomatal apparatus, which is helpful in this respiration process. Okay. Now, this is stomatal apparatus. Stomatal apparatus is actually we can say the complete structure, or what are the nearby cells to the stomata, that is completely known as stomatal apparatus. This is only helpful in the respiration in plants, as well as this complete stomatal apparatus is helpful during the process of photosynthesis also. Okay, so what happens, like I told you, there is exchange of gases in plants through leaves and through stems. So what are the openings? What are these small openings in leaves and stems called? In the leaves, these small openings are known as stomata, and these small openings in the stem called lenticels. Okay, in the leaves they are known as stomata. Okay, and in stem the small openings are known as lenticels. Okay, so these are actually present in the aerial parts of the plant for gaseous exchange, so that air can easily be moved inside out through these parts. And this stomatal apparatus is actually consists of a stoma, guard cells, and other nearby cells. Okay, so this is actually the stoma, that is the stomatal opening. Actually this complete is known as stoma, and this stoma, this opening is protected by the two guard cells. These are the two guard cells, and there are the nearby cells of this opening and these guard cells, which help in the exchange of gases, or which also help in the to check the water balance in the plant, that are known as subsidiary cells. Okay, these subsidiary cells covers these guard cells. Fine. So let us discuss first of all about the stomata. Stomatas are actually the small openings for the gaseous exchange. These are the openings. This stomatal opening is there by which or through which the oxygen will release out during the process of photosynthesis, or we can say during the respiration. It is in oxygen is inhaled, or oxygen will be just oxygen rich air will move inside the plant, and carbon dioxide rich air will move out to the plant. Okay, through which oxygen is absorbed and carbon dioxide gas is given out in the process of respiration through this opening. Okay, then these two guard cells actually controls the opening. Okay, it controls the opening and closing of this stomatal opening. They expand and shrink depending on the flow of water from the surrounding cells. Like these are the surrounding cells called subsidiary cells. From these cells, when the flow of water will be good, okay, then what will happen, these guard cells will swell up, because water will move from these these subsidiary cells. Okay, and through the when the water will move inside the guard cells, then these guard cells will swell up, and once they will swell up, they will close the opening. Okay, they will close the opening, and when this water will move out through them, then they will again open this opening. Okay, because these guard cells will shrink in the loss, or when there is no water flow. Okay, so this is how this guard cells help in the or controls this stomatal opening. Then these subsidiary cells are actually, first of all, they are helping in the flow of water to the guard cells through them, and second is they support this structure and the function of this whole stomata apparatus. Okay, Now, next is an important question is that whether the oxygen is reached or it can transport it to the different parts of the plant through roots. And the answer is yes, because you know that the roots of the plants absorb water, okay, from the soil, and you know that in the water oxygen is present. So oxygen is supplied to the cells in the roots of the plant through the process of root respiration. Okay, that how the roots respire. Okay, by that only they will get the oxygen, and the root cells get oxygen from the air trapped between the soil particles. These are the soil particles, and in between them there are spaces, and in these spaces air is present. Okay, so from these spaces the air will move inside the roots of the plant, and then the roots get the oxygen, and that oxygen will be transported to the different parts of the plant. That's why if the plant will get overwatered, then what will happen? These root cells will not get the enough air, and they will not be able to breathe, because if we will provide excess water, then in place of these air spaces the water will fill. Okay, and once the water will be filled over there will be no air left, and the root cells will not get the oxygen. That's why we should always give the sufficient amount of water to the plants so that they can also breathe properly. Okay, so this is all about the stomatal apparatus and the respiration in plants. In the next video we will learn about the respiration in animals.